Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, it determines your destiny. Today, we're going to talk about a very special habit that can help you deal with all sorts of temptations.
Hi, Robin and Dana here with Lean, Healthy, Ageless and the authors of the Eat, Live, Thrive diet. If you're a woman 45 plus looking to experience your best health, your best vitality, and your best body, you are in the right place.
Okay, we know we face temptation all the time, all year long, but here it is, the holiday season, and more than ever, we face a lot of food
temptations.
We're going to teach you a habit we call the 3D habit today. It has 3 parts: determine, delay, and distract. So I'm going to start with the first part, Robin.
Okay.
Determine. Here's the point. When you have a preset plan, when you have a strategy for success, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you do much better than just thinking, well, I'm just going to kind of go with the flow. Going with the flow when it comes to your lifestyle and facing off food temptations, you know where the flow goes.
right into
the mouth
and on your hips.
And then into the hips. So the determined part of this habit is to get into the habit before you face off temptations. And you know, sometimes you don't know you're going to, but most of the time this time of year, you're going to a party. You're baking some cookies. You have goodies, whether it's in the freezer.
Or somebody brings you a box of candies or something that is just sitting on the counter.
So you've determined how you're going to handle that. One of the strategies Robin and I use with our Eat, Live, Thrive Academy clients is we encourage them to practice what we call planned indulgence days. Rather than just going, well, I'm just going to try to be good, I'm just going to try to not eat so much. We say, no, why don't you choose 1 or 2 days a week where you're going to have some planned indulgences and you are going to have a specific time and place you're going to eat those. And that is part of using the determine habit. Determine what I want, what the boundaries are going to be that I'm going to place on myself. And now you can operate in a little bit of structure. Are you going to be perfect? No, but I'll tell you what, you're going to be a lot more successful.
And they also have a recovery plan.
That's right.
From the indulgence.
Determined to have a recovery plan. Absolutely.
The second D is for delay. And this is something that you can practice and get better and better at and extend your delay. Now, that delay initially would be 10 minutes. So say you want this special Christmas cookie that it's one of your favorites you have every year. So you're thinking about it. It's maybe right in front of you and you say, no, I'm going to have that. I'm going to allow myself to have that, but I'm going to wait 10 minutes. And in that 10 minutes, you can do whatever you have to get done. But in that 10 minutes, what will happen is sometimes the craving will diminish. Sometimes you say, you know what, I don't really need that right now. I'm going to wait another 10 minutes. And you can extend it. And every time you extend, you can continue to extend the next time, which just builds the muscle. Now, after 10 minutes, if you really want it at that time, then that's okay. You've practiced the 10 minutes and you get to reward yourself with the cookie. So it's actually putting together the determine and the delay together because now you've determined I'm going to wait that 10 minutes. But if you keep extending it, sometimes what happens is you don't even want it anymore because the craving has passed, or you want to make it special. Maybe it's way more than 10 minutes. Maybe you say, you know what, I'm going to wait and I'm going to have that after dinner with my cup of tea. Or, and you know what, how this works really well, Dana, is especially if you see something that you want earlier in the day. Yes. We know that when you start indulging and having like sweet treats earlier, it tends to throw you off for the rest of the day. You want more and more and more. So you'll eat more of those throughout the day. So if you can push it off till later, then you tend to have maybe a greater period of time on track, on plan, eating healthy, and you may have less of those indulgences, those sweets, those treats later on.
And the truth is, each time you practice a delay like that and extend it, you realize how much discipline you really have. And it starts to add up. It's a habit that you build. And you can do this any time of year, and it doesn't have to be with just sweets and treats and true temptations. It can be postponing a meal. There's so many ways that you can use it.
And you can also use this, it doesn't have to even with other types of temptations.
Absolutely. So we've looked at determine and delay. The third D is distract. And it's pretty obvious. What you're going to try to do is distract yourself from temptation. One of the best things to do to avoid temptation is to step away. Step away from the refrigerator. If you're at a party, step away from the buffet table. Say it's fun food you have around the house right now this time of year. If it's a box of your favorite chocolates, hide them. Put them somewhere that it's not as easily accessible.
Even better?
Yes.
Have your husband hide them.
Oh yeah, that's really good. Then you have to go looking for
You
it.
don't even know where it is.
I mean, you can elicit the help of family members if they really do want to help you in your quest to keep it under control. You can say even to your husband or a family member, I want you to hide this, and I've determined that I'm only going to have one piece a day, and so would you go get me a piece, and I don't want to know where it is.
That's such a great idea.
It's a great idea. We've never thought of that before. Right here on
Sorry,
camera.
I would be rummaging through the house.
Yes.
Like, where is it?
The other thing is just out of sight, out of mind. Even though you may know where something is, put it high on a shelf. Put it in the freezer. When it's sitting on the counter, you have a candy dish. I mean, really, that's not a distraction. So anyway, you can distract yourself. You can also distract yourself with activity. I find that anything that keeps your hands busy, where you can't be just like sitting, vegging out, watching TV and eating, or reading a book and eating, but doing active things, those are wonderful distractions, things that you enjoy that you don't have to couple with eating.
Well, I just want to tie this in. We had a client in our Eat, Live, Thrive Academy that was just very, very addicted to sugar. And at Halloween, the candy bowl was out. And one of the things I had suggested to her was to, when she was going out to grab the candy, which I think was at like the receptionist desk, I told her to continue walking out the door of her office. And do a flight of stairs and then come back.
That was her delay.
It was actually her.
Both.
It was all of it. It was her delay. She was determined because she had a plan. It was her delay because she wanted that candy, but she had to keep going out of the office and delay that time of getting it. And then it was the distract. It was everything.
Yeah.
And guess what? It worked for her.
Yes. So just take that 3D habit, start employing it in these different areas. Will you master it immediately? Probably not. But remember, it all starts with your thoughts. So determine to have healthy thoughts that drive you to actually engage in healthy behaviors. And as you practice day after day, they become your habits.
If you'd like to know more about our coaching and the Eat, Live, Thrive Academy, click the link provided.